What's up, Tommy? Say
Yo,
Shea
buddy.
Hood, say Hood.
Yeah, right.
Missed that big H.
Sahood.
Sahood.
I don't even correct people when they fuck it up.
Sahood. Isn't that how I pronounced it when I
Maybe.
Shahud? Shahud or
Yep.
something?
Shahood.
Shahood.
I get that all the time.
Shahud.
Fuck yeah.
So Tommy,
Hey, bud.
how's everything, bro?
Very good. Glad to be back in here.
Yeah, it's a nice atmosphere right now. Quiet, no
Yeah.
band tonight.
No one's rocking out, which is good.
No, I'm kind of happy about that. But
Did you go back and listen and see if you could hear it?
no, you couldn't hear it. It was actually cool.
Perfect.
It was pretty cool.
Yep.
And even when I played back, excuse me, when I played back the Billy Golf kind of interview that we listened to, I could hear that.
Sure.
So it kind of cut in here. The mic just picks up anything
Good.
close to it.
Yep,
I
that's
guess,
really
you know
good.
what I
If
mean?
people don't know what we're talking about, there's usually a band that plays here, and we were wondering if you could hear it from a couple of rooms down, but apparently you couldn't. So
Yeah, the only thing it might interfere with is if I have a call in that night. But I think if their internet's good and they got good sound,
Yep.
excuse me, the mic will pick it up. I'm burping. My fucking
Jesus,
stomach
you
is growling. I have 2 Slim Jims, so if you see me chewing like a fucking horse later on, it's because I have to eat one
I
of
think
those.
people were making comments when we were eating pizza during one of the fight companions, just fucking chomping away.
Were they like we look like slobs kind of things?
Yeah,
like,
just joking around. Like
Oh,
my
all right.
wife
It
has
was
said
like-
something like, you guys are talking and eating at the same time, getting drunk, watching the fights.
Oh, Tommy, I have to. We're gonna get to drugs right now.
What?
We're gonna talk weed and mushrooms for like
Hey.
a couple of minutes, but before we get started, Purple Alien, I took half of one of these
Nice.
things. I've been,
That's the same
Hopefully-
batch from before?
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I'm not a big.
No, I didn't know if you got a
Fucking
new
buyer.
batch from him or anything.
But
Mike's cool
no,
guy.
those were the 100 milligrams. So
Yeah.
I took half of it one of these days in the last week.
Yep.
I can't remember which one because I forget I even take it. But
Yeah, right, exactly.
But I
Once it
do
kicks in.
recall a night where it was a little better than the rest of the night.
Were
so
you
it was probably
feeling? Were you
that.
feeling it?
Oh yeah. I think I took it like 4 in the afternoon. I
Yeah.
think it was a Sunday. I think it was this past Sunday. I came in here. That's right. I came in here, did an edit.
Yep.
Took half of one of those
Perfect. Man.
100 milligrams, and I don't know. I was out Sunday.
Yep.
So
So cool. Good life.
Saturday I took mushrooms again.
You're a wild man.
Yeah, no, mushrooms twice in the last 3 weeks.
You are being enlightened these days, my friend.
The mushroom trip this past Saturday was a little more not a bad trip at all.
But more
A
intense.
little more intense
Sure.
than the other one.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it was.
Now, what does intense mean for you? Like,
It was almost all right. At one point, it almost felt like dab-like I hit a mad dab-like.
Yeah, well, I would imagine that if you took enough dabs, you would get to the tripping part.
Like I was in a like. Yeah, I
a
was
little
in
fuzzy.
some.
You
Yeah,
get
it
good
was-
visuals?
Yes, I did. I never got them before. I swear to God. But I was actually seeing things waving around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I had a double take. I was
Smiley
like, what the
faces
fuck?
in
And
the
I kind of
wall.
laughed.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And I'm like, I'm seeing these things now.
Yeah, you laugh at
You know what I
yourself.
mean? So I was out watching a band with some buddies, and we all shared a bag,
Nice.
and we all, talked to each other the next couple of days, and everyone had the same kind of feeling. They were a little more intense
Yeah.
than the other. One of my friends went into mad sweats and had to go into his car and get some
jeez.
air conditioning.
Oh, jeez.
And then it still wasn't working. He had to get out of there.
I
It
wouldn't
was
want to
just
go in the car.
yeah, closed in spite. So so
You guys, man.
yeah,
Fuck
we're
Getting at it.
fucking,
Getting at
we're
it.
in our 50s, tripping at fucking
Yeah. Crazy.
band parking lot.
Cranston.
Yeah, Cranston. So with that said, it was a good weekend.
Very good. That's cool. I'm happy for you. That's
yeah.
that's some good times.
Yeah, fuck it, clean my brain out. That's what they say. Anyway.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
fucking- I don't know what I'm talking about.
Can't
with
form
that,
sentences for the next
But,
week.
you know what? If my buddies have mushrooms this weekend,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
do them again.
Yeah.
But this time,
a little bit
a little
less.
reserved.
How many did you eat that made it so intense?
I ate. All right, so these came in like stems and caps
Yep.
like that. I think he had a half ounce.
Okay.
I probably ate a third of that, so a little more than so a little less than a quarter.
Jesus. So yeah, I just could feel you. I could see why you were feeling good.
Yeah, we were there for hours,
Yep.
and my buddy showed up late, so we were eating them while he was on his way, and then he had to catch
Yeah,
up.
yeah. You guys ought to catch up. And
It was funny because my buddy would pull out the listen to me what I'm doing here. my buddy would like pull out the bag and like we'd be in the corner.
Yeah.
He'd be giving me like this fucking
Just eating it.
mushroom,
Yep.
this vegetable.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
getting your greens in.
Yeah, it was all like under
vegetable.
wraps. It was so fun.
You guys are wild. I'll come out some night and rip it up with you guys.
It was a good time.
It sounds like a
And
blast.
I had a couple of conversations with friends that weren't on shrooms
Oh, yeah.
that didn't know I was on shrooms in the earlier stages of the
Mm-hmm.
shrooms, and I had a glorious conversation with them.
Super intense.
It
I'm
was
sure.
great.
Yeah.
And then after the conversation, I let them know that I was on mushrooms.
Yeah, of course.
Don't know why I did that,
Yeah, just
but I did, and I was like, because I didn't,
You
whether
didn't want
I
them to be like, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?"
yeah, like in case something I said that I didn't realize,
Yeah, they're like,
and
wow,
then they
something-
kind of they were laughing. They're like, "Really?"
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like they in their same mind, they were probably like, "How old are you?"
Yeah, and they're probably in the same mind. They're like, "Oh, I knew something was up with you."
All right, so with that said, we did mushrooms.
Good.
Would you do anything like that?
No, nothing like that.
Saturday?
No, chilling on that. Yeah, no, chilling. I'm busy moving stuff. What I do? I didn't really do much this weekend. So this coming weekend, UFC, I'm hoping to do some stuff, hang out with some friends, maybe head up Boston for the feast in the North End, Fisherman's Feast. They
So
do.
that's scheduled. That's a thing that happens
Yeah,
every year.
yeah, yep.
So it just happens to happen at UFC 292's in
Yeah,
town.
and it's 100 yards from it because North End's right there, and,
Oh,
and the
shit.
garden's right there.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to get into some shenanigans down that way.
It's going to be crowded. Might be when you heading down there.
I don't even know. We're gonna have to fucking figure all that out. We'll see. It
Dana's
is
going to be
crowded.
around. There's going to be people giving tickets away and
Yeah,
shit. And
yeah, it's gonna be
certain
weird shit.
locations.
And I potentially have a bead to Sugar Sean. I am really good friends with this kid, and he is like this big weed and drug guru, podcast, all this cool stuff. And he goes and trains with those guys, and whenever they're in each other's towns, they hang out. Sean and Tim, his training
Yeah.
partner there, his coach.
yeah.
So maybe I could get a bead into
He
the,
might be
the
down.
after
yeah,
party.
dude, yeah, maybe I'll
We'll
come
see.
down with you.
Yeah,
Why not?
exactly. I'll be keeping my radar out.
Yes. Speaking of UFC 292, UFC still hasn't released the whole card.
Yeah.
So could there be one of our fighters gets a late notice that we don't know about?
And
that's
also,
gonna
I
be
was
coming out.
I was
What do
thinking.
we
So
know?
don't spoil it for me. But the finals of the Ultimate Fighter were on last night.
Yes.
So
I was going to talk about that.
someone. Well, spoil it if you want. Because
No,
the
I won't
content-
spoil it. But
Yeah.
Rico DiSciullo fought in the main.
So
the
maybe
main
one
thing.
of those guys they were seeing to see who won. Would be on
Whoever
that.
won,
Yeah.
well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
That's already set. So whoever won that fight last night is in the finals at UFC 292.
Which is that's not Boston, right? I forget
Yes,
the numbers. That is
yes,
that Boston.
yes.
Yeah.
So
'cause
the
I saw a
finals
couple of
of
other
the
guys.
show, those two fighters
Yep.
will be. And if you look back at other tough series,
Yep.
when they have the finale. And them guys, sometimes they put other fighters that were in the house
Yeah.
that had great fights.
Sure.
They just didn't win the
Yeah.
fucking final
Yeah.
on the card.
Totally.
Not necessarily against each other, but
Remember when they would have a
So-
main event be the final for fucking Ultimate Fighter, like Brandon Schaub, Country Boy Nelson, whatever.
Well, yeah, that was when the
That was
UFC was still like what, 15 years old
Yeah.
then,
10 years ago,
Yeah.
15 years ago.
So
We'll see.
yeah,
We'll see what that final card is.
The final card hasn't come out, so there is a chance there could be one of our local people on there.
That'd be great.
Late notice, because as we know, there's at least I'm burping. Sorry, people.
You're gonna burp
There's
in this
nothing in
whole
my
thing.
stomach. That's why. It's all fucking beer gas.
Hell yeah.
So,
and Slim Jims.
I
You
haven't
haven't had
eaten
it- you
one
haven't had
yet.
a
I
Slim
should.
Jim.
It might absorb something.
You'd be burping
I
up
got
Slim Jims.
pumpkin seeds here.
You got popcorn.
I got everything here.
Yeah.
I just sucked down the fucking whatever that is.
What?
I don't know.
Sucked it
We
down.
got high before we came out.
What?
So we will have somebody on this card. I have
Cool.
a feeling
Yeah.
that somebody from New England will be on fighting at UFC 292.
Very cool.
So Sunday, I went down to Mom's Basement, Connor Matthews,
Yep, saw those.
who I don't know if we talked about it last week, but he made the official announcement that he is on the Contender Series.
I don't think we talked about it last week because that that Looking for a Fight came out like over the weekend or something,
Okay.
right?
Well, they started bringing out little things of Looking for a Fight.
You watch
little
that?
clips.
The 30-minute one?
No, I haven't.
It's really
I
good.
watched Connor's like clip where they talk all about him and Yuri, but I haven't watched much more.
It's pretty cool. It's like 30 minutes. It's all the things we were watching. We were
Yeah.
watching the Fight Companion here, so
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
cool. He's in there. It answers all the questions that we were saying, like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, who got the contract? This and that. Those two guys did. We saw. You know?
Yeah, like we didn't like there was no sighting
No.
of Dana,
No.
but
Yeah, we were like, isn't he even in the
evidently
house?
they were filming him and
Yeah.
we weren't seeing
Yeah,
him.
and they were
but-
down there, and he was doing the thing. And
So that came out, and Connor, of course, and Yuri,
Yep.
they're fighting both on week 10 of that is October 10th for
Cool.
anyone that doesn't know the date, the Contender Series. And I went down to Mom's Basement Sunday, which secret location, by the way, and it was fabulous.
that's a good group you had.
yeah,
there.
they had a fucking ton of
Yeah.
fighters there.
My boy Damani, who I'm always raving about, was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Russell. Did you see some of his crazy moves?
No, but I
No.
heard about him.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw he was rolling with Don Shane.
Sure,
Don
yeah.
Shane was there. Andrew Valdina.
Yep. Yeah, I was looking at the picture. Pretty cool.
So, yeah, I didn't see him, but I know he was a wrestler. He was
Yep.
a wrestler, and they were talking about how they grabbed a single leg on him and he flipped over one time over in there. So
Yeah, he's
I
a-
would
he's a
imagine
wild
that's what
man.
you're talking about.
yeah, he
so.
moves. He moves.
So they were there. So he mentioned it.
No, I saw a picture.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you want to talk about you? You know, did he say
No,
anything
no.
about
Well,
me?
here's the thing, which was funny because when Connor was doing the interview with me, Connor Matthews, he mentioned Triforces down here,
Yep.
and I was like assuming he was talking about today, and I was like, who from Triforce was here today? So
Damani.
evidently, that gentleman there, the
Hell
wrestler.
yeah.
So cool. So I did go down there and I interviewed Connor Matthews about that fight, and I also interviewed Mr. Poirier, amateur 2-0. He will be fighting Combat Zone 81. So Joe Poirier and Connor Matthews, thanks for the time there.
Yeah. Good time over there.
Yeah, it was. You know, I didn't roll with them. I just got in the picture.
Yeah.
I was all sweaty.
I
'cause
saw that
It
picture,
was
yeah.
hot. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Don Sheenis asked me the role. I
Yep.
said, next time, Don. I'm gonna
Okay.
come down here.
No
You know what
doubt.
I mean?
I don't McGee.
I had cargo shorts on. I was fucking going to see my daughter.
You could just
and,
take it all off and no
it's
shirt and shit.
fucking-
You know.
Oh, I would have rocked that. No shirt.
yeah,
shit
yeah.
right now.
That's a move right there. You're allowed in the gym.
That old man with a 2-pack.
And there's the third one.
Yeah. So I was at Connor's. So I'm not gonna show any of them interviews. If you want to go see them, go on our YouTube channel or go on our Instagram, New England Mixed Martial Arts, where there's clips. They got so many views. Thank you guys for sharing them. I also interviewed a kid, Jojo Gonzalez. He's fighting on Combat Zone 81. That is not this weekend, the following weekend, Saturday. Same night as Billy Goff fights.
Oh, cool.
And where's he fighting?
Where?
Yeah, I can't think.
Like fucking Singapore or something.
Yes,
right? Yeah.
nice. Thank
yeah.
you, Tom.
Yeah, I was talking
Thank
about
you.
that tonight.
Yeah,
That's
so-
crazy. It's fucking so far away.
Yeah,
Jesus
for his
Christ.
debut.
Yeah.
Fucking ship him off
That's
the
like
fucking,
that's like when they send Don to fucking Perth.
yeah, and his second fight after he fought fucking number 5 guy. Or
Yeah,
something.
nothing like a fucking 20-hour plane ride for your before your fight.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
So Billy Goss a different breed though.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking. He might even sit on the wing while they fly there.
He
that
might
fucking
he
kid.
might just fly there with his wings.
So I had a word with Billy Goff. We did feature that a little bit last week.
cool.
So he's fighting the same night as Combat Zone 81. So I have another interview I'll be doing Friday. That'll be about Brendan Marat. Brendan Marat did mention on social media that he did get a matchup. And I don't know who the matchup is yet, but I'm going to touch base with him tomorrow and get some info on him. And then we're going to chat Friday about that fight. As we know, he was on Dana White's Looking for a Fight, and he fought Dion Rubio.
oh yeah.
And he had a great
won.
fight against
Yep.
Dion. He's not on a Contender Series, or there's still spots to fill. And the last show, I think, is Connor's show, I want to say. If not, a show or two after that. Maybe there's 12 weeks.
I don't know.
So there's still time. I mean, if he wins this fight in a week and a half,
Yeah, I could just get.
it's August. It's the 2/3 into August, the end of August, and then he has a whole month and maybe 5 weeks to get ready for this fight if he comes out unscathed. So
I like the Contender Series. I like the fight nights because it's a lot of the young guys, the up and comers who are fucking dogs, and they really have some good fights.
Well, last night a guy knocked out a guy from who holds I believe the bantamweight professional title for Combat FC.
Mm.
He got a contract.
Nice.
He fucking beat the shit out of someone in 60 seconds last night on that show. So
I did not.
yeah, a lot of people getting contracts on there. So Connor's got a tough guy, 10-0. Yuri's got a guy with about the same record as him. So good for those guys.
Connor looked better at that Dana White looking for a fight combat zone than Yuri.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Connor looked the best. I
Yeah.
mean, he, and they said that. I think Marat looked probably, to me, the second best. He's fighting Deon. Deon's, a pretty legit.
Yeah.
And he put a hurting on him. You know what I mean? He just fucking pace, and he looked good, man.
Fucking
He's
man.
savage. You know what I mean? You got to be that way to fucking take out Deon. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Where's that dude Yuri from? Is he local? Like I know
he's from Ultimate MMA in Connecticut.
Okay.
He is pretty local.
Yep.
He's fought CES, a lot of fights at CES,
Mm-hmm.
so he's around. He's around. Another big thing going on, Tommy, which you might not have any inside word, but you might have some better details of what is going on than I do. As we know, Rockstar Felix called out Nate Andrews last week for a boxing match, I do
Yeah.
believe,
Yeah, that's
for
weird.
I'm not sure if it's Jared Tillinghast's promotion or another boxing promotion, but Lewis had some negative things to say about Nate the Snake out of nowhere.
Yeah, random.
And then Nate came back with his real call out, which he calls it, and he put a tongue lashing on
That's pretty
his
good.
his
former friend?
Yes, and thoughts on this fight and what he wants to do if they want to settle this.
Yeah, do MMA is
this-
what I say.
yes. Why would you do boxing?
No kidding.
You know what I mean?
This is not Jake Paul shit.
And it would be for CES. By the way, CES did block me on social media. So,
Maybe they'll
at least on
unblock you.
Facebook,
If this
anyway.
fight goes through, maybe they'll unblock
but
you.
I did message Nate because Nate and I have had a great dialogue in the past. He actually, he was my personal trainer for like 2
Nice,
months.
Nice.
And I caught fucking pneumonia, and I just couldn't. I just got passionate about it. My wind was gone. He had me boxing his brother.
Oh yeah.
Like I couldn't even like lift my hands up after like a minute and a half.
Oh, shit.
And it was the pneumonia, man. It fucked me up for a while. But anyway, so Nate,
Great
I
athlete.
know he's from your, Triforce, big
belt.
dude from there. So I
Bellator.
messaged him. I said, Nate, and then Nate did mention that let's have the fight for CES. He said he is scheduled to fight for them in October. So Nate Andrews is not retired.
No.
I thought he might have retired after his last Bellator fight. I don't know, but as we know,
Doesn't seem like it.
things change
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the MMA
And
world.
he's still a beast.
And so he's scheduled to fight in October. All he said is to the members of CES was, let's flip the switch and we can put Felix in there instead of the opponent that's already there, and we can get this over with. A lot of people don't like it that know these people in the MMA world. Fighters made statements of it. I don't know if it's a gimmick, if it's something.
Yeah, right.
But do you say stuff like that? Some of it was a little kind of like personal.
Yeah. It seemed
What
like
they
it
said-
seemed like there was some fire.
Yeah, it seems authentic because you don't kind of say those things.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
I agree. Yeah, it seemed authentic. Like I said, why would they call each other out if it wasn't already a fight scheduled? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like so.
I did reach out to Nate on Instagram, saying if he wants to come down here, talk about put it to rest or promote it.
Sure.
Whatever
All
you
the
want to
things.
do.
Yeah, all things.
The door is open for you, buddy.
Do it all.
I spoke to you about maybe going down to Triforce because John Duma's got that big fight with Jake Pillar.
Yep.
You got Sahib that could have something coming up. Nate Andrews got something coming up. Whether it's this boxing MMA fiasco
Sure.
or his scheduled fight in October, I'll go down there, talk to him. Because I've been doing good with those things,
Yeah,
man. They've
they
been
look
coming
good,
out
yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's
You know what I mean?
cool.
People appreciate him. It's a little different angle, a little different,
Yeah. Yeah. It was cool when you went down. And you could see the guys training in the background. things
Yeah,
like
Billy
that.
Goff
Yeah.
and Connor's basement.
Yep.
Connor has the cage in there now.
pretty cool looking
He was
down
all
there.
excited.
Yeah, they got the outside shower. I was looking at that.
Yeah.
That's
They
pretty
got
cool.
everything going on
Yeah,
over there.
Yeah, that could be a popping place, you know?
Yeah, it is. He's got
Secret.
a lot of fighters that are
Yeah,
coming in
yeah.
and out. And
Well,
there was some guys that they were there Sunday that were never there before.
Sure.
So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I follow them now, so I'll see who's in and out. And, all that.
And for God's sakes, not for God's sakes, but thank you, man.
Yeah.
They're letting me in a secret
Secret location.
secret place over there. You know
yeah.
what I mean? As far, I mean, how much? There's no media going in there.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Sacred location,
Not
man.
that they won't invite it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, it's mom's basement.
That's a funny name.
But we hung out after, talked fighting, talked, fights, matchups.
Cool.
Got some beans on some
Yeah,
stuff.
nice.
that,
Some secrets.
Yeah, some. I keep it to myself.
Insider info.
That's why they talk to me.
Undisclosed.
Out of the 10 fighters in New England that hate my guts, there are about 290 that kind of like me, and
Yeah.
appreciate me.
Yeah,
So
you're a nice guy.
I'm not bad sometimes. You know what I mean? They're all fucking laughing that I showed up there fucking 11 in the morning after my mushroom trip.
Oh yeah, the night before. Yeah.
Yeah, so they were still in me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're still
So
sparkling.
the two interviews you see me doing with Connor Matthews and Joe Poirier, I am shroomed. I am shroomed, hungover
You're a
shroomed.
wild boy.
I made it, dude. I
Yeah.
said that to my guys. Who else could fucking take shrooms one night, travel fucking, go interview a fucking potential UFC fighter, fucking potential, you know what I mean?
Maybe that's why you were so on point on the interview.
I stuttered a little bit.
Yeah, your brain was fucking
Dude,
misfiring.
yeah. I had the mic. I made one mistake. Not putting
yeah.
the mic where, but it captured you just
Sure.
as good. You know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I
of
mean?
course.
But it was like, fuck it.
That's kind of a pain in the ass, the back and forth of the mic.
Yeah.
You
Just
should-
keep it in the middle.
Or like maybe like a little clip on because
I have them, but I like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The clip on, it's like, then I get too animated. My
Yeah.
hands are flying.
Maybe
in,
the
you know
clip
what I
on
mean?
for them
At least
and-
having the mic. I do have a clip on for them.
and then you hold the mic. I don't know.
I did that with Billy
Yeah.
Goff.
Oh yeah, okay. So you didn't have to go back and forth.
Oh, I did go back and forth. I thought it would look fucking
Just
cool.
natural?
I had the New England MMA
Yeah,
little thing
that's
on
cool.
the mic. So I figured, look professional.
Like the old Bob Barker.
Dude, I put these clips on our Instagram stories. They got mad views. And I also the Connor and Joe, they both cross promoted my 1 minute clip or reel. Connor's got like 4,500 views.
Yep.
He's like friggin' mad popular. Joe's got over 2,000.
That's cool. So it all comes
Billy
back.
Goff's got over 2,000.
Oh, yeah.
So they give me.
Once Billy gets his fight, his shit's gonna go up.
You know it's going to be cool that people are going to be looking back at the interviews
Yeah,
in the past and stuff
definitely.
like that. He was down here when he was 18.
Yeah.
When he had his first fight.
Yeah, that's cool.
First amateur fight.
Yep.
So
It's
it's
Dion,
pretty
right?
cool. Was it Dion?
Thought so, right?
It might have been
Yeah,
Dion.
yeah.
Yeah, and he lost.
Yep. Dion cut all his hair off, so he's looking lighter.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, no more green locks and nothing. None of that happened.
nothing.
Dreads.
Short.
Nothing?
Yep. Short.
Really?
Tight.
It's a handsome young man.
Yeah, he's a character.
Totally different, right?
Yeah,
Totally
exactly. Different person in there. I would imagine if you have long hair and not just with him, with all fighters, that it's harder for things, harder to get your head out of a headlock. Things. I see that why the shaved head would make more sense with that.
Yeah, and it might irritate. You know what I mean?
Pulling it.
You're in a fight. There's one.
Yeah.
You're gonna move it out of your face.
Yeah, yeah.
That
It's
one
going
little
to
fucking
distract
thing
you.
and
Remember?
yeah.
Fucking
Exactly.
Clay Guida used to do that shit, and he would always be
Love
like
it.
pushing it out of
Still
his hair.
does it.
Yeah, pushing his hair out of his face and stuff.
Jesus. So what else is going on here? We got Neff. We got Neff coming. I haven't really talked about Neff at all. But let me. I'll go to their page and we'll just give them a little fucking a little support here, because their card is September 2nd, I think. Combat FC is September 15th, my birthday.
Cool.
Not sure if I'm going to be at that card. I might be in New Hampshire that weekend. Not sure. I need to do stuff.
My birthday
with
is
my
September
little-
30th.
Nice.
Yep,
You are
September.
not a Virgo.
Nope. Libra. I had a funny conversation with this today about my coworker's a Virgo. We're doing that, and he says something like, "Oh, they're a Virgo, right?" I said, "No, they like girls." So funny. So funny
Nice.
I am.
That's nice. Oh my God, somebody's actually talking over
Who's
here.
talking?
I don't know. Basilic. Hi, Basilic.
Oh,
Sorry,
they're saying
man.
hi. Hi.
Sorry. It's just one person. Can I say hi back?
Say hi right now. You don't have to say hi on the thing. Just say hey.
I can't. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna say anything.
There you go. Say hi to them. There you go. He's happy.
All right. One follower. All right, so I'm gonna get
Hanging
to
on.
Neff right now and show their matchups. Then I'll go to Combat Zone
Sure.
and I'll show their matchups. And then
You want to put that down so I can see it? I know. I got to see
you
the
like
clips.
looking at yourself.
I
Oh
li-
no, you get. Oh yeah, I say you just get to see the screen.
Yeah, the clips.
All right,
I'm trying to look at myself
why not?
because I do that later. There you go.
All right, there you are. Oh, by the way, is this?
Looks good.
All right, I was gonna say, is this kind of a little feminine color on me tonight?
It's a cool color though. I like
It's not
pinks and
bad,
purples
right?
and stuff.
I do.
Yeah.
It's light too. It's
Yeah,
fucking
that's a
still
cool
summer
shirt.
out there.
Yeah, it is still summer.
So what are we doing? Oh, we're looking at Neff. All right, so here we go. Neff, if you would like to follow Neff, all it is NE Fights. NE Fights on Instagram. They're on Instagram. And if you go there, you can actually, how do I do this without, there we go. If you go there, you can get to their website, and that's how everyone's Instagram should be set up anyway. And I'm sure it is. If you do have a website or any links
Link
that
in
you
the
can
bio.
link up to, but this is the first. That's Jesus, get out of there. There we go. So Neff, they're having some grappling there. I think they're having some boxing too. So there's a little mix of everything going on in there. So this is one of the grappling matches. There's pro fights and not, just a couple, mostly amateur fights. But I'm gonna flash through whatever they have here. But the name of the show is Fight at the Opera,
Okay.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Neff always has great themes to
Yeah.
their posters and stuff like that.
Okay.
So Burke dropping down to 170 pounds. He's fighting Carson. And a lot of these fighters are from Maine. I don't know very well. I wish they would reach out to me as much as these other guys.
The closer
that
guys.
are closer.
Yep.
I did put out on Instagram stories if you want to be on the show. Just contact us. You know what I mean?
Reach out.
Most of the fighters do that.
Yeah.
So
And it's easy to reach out because it's all just social media right there.
like I'm everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got 14
Like
accounts.
I'm gonna see if you reach. I might not get to it for a couple of days on certain pages if you message me, but message me if you want to be on the show. And if you're 0-7 as a fighter, everyone has a story to tell, but
You get a,
maybe I
there's a-
should start getting them kind of people on.
There's if they have an interesting story, that came from fucking some sort of come up.
And they just go in there to catch a beating
Yeah.
every fucking
Or if
month
they're-
and a half.
or-
Do I want to support that?
I don't know. It's like the jobbers for the WWF back in the day. They just come in to lose.
God. Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should. I'll hand them off to you, and you can screen them.
Yeah.
See if they're worthy to come on.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm gonna send it.
You'll
Talk
get
to
some
Tommy.
creatures. Yeah. You
I'm
get some
gonna
creatures.
start sending you some traffic.
Okay.
I get a lot of fucking
Yeah.
I get a lot of the
I'll help you screen.
55 guys and shit. I swear to God, I do.
Yeah.
Fucking guys that just get knocked out all the time, which they're probably hilarious fucking
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Yeah. the 0 and 55ers. They're 55 years old too. Shoot some my way. Shoot the characters my way that you're questionable about.
All right, so that was Neff. Neff. All right, let me get back to that. I'm sorry. You got September 2nd. It is Merrill Auditorium. I've been there. It's a huge place, and so that's it. That's fucking Neff for you. So with that said, let me get to Combat Zone. And then I'll get to Combat FC. They got some stuff. What's Combat Zone? So Combat Zone, I did a couple interviews for them. The kid Jojo Gonzalez who's fighting it, and the other one, but they didn't share it.
No, I didn't.
Why?
You posted it?
Why didn't you? Oh my God, the poster came out for Marat. Well, here we go.
Yep.
Brendan Marat will be taking on Lionel Boogs Young. So I'll be talking to Marat on Friday. I'm sure Boogs will be hitting me up to chat about this. As you know, Boogs fought Jay Perrin at Cage Titans. Cage Titans 60, I do believe. And Boogs went the whole 3 rounds with Jay. And as we know, Jay was in the UFC for 3 fights. He's the former bantamweight, CES, and Cage Titans fight champion. And him and Boogs went at it. There's a lot of wrestling stuff, but late notice opponent, Marat takes on Young. No late notice opponent. Late fight altogether.
Yep.
So there you go. We just talked about that. I got to find out who he's fighting and all that other shit. There it is.
There it is.
Lionel Young.
They just dropped that today.
Yeah, looks it. So there's more fights on that card, but that is the main poster. If you didn't know, Nick Alley is off the card. Nick Alley was going to be the main event, and he broke his foot or ankle, I do believe, and he is no longer going to be on this card. So we wish him well.
Definitely.
He put out a big post about, it was a heartfelt post. You know what I mean? It was good. So we wish you well, Nick Alley, but he will not be the main event of this card. So let me go back to this poster, and maybe they'll have more posters in there. No, they just have some fight footage here, but I'll go down to the posters that they released a while back. Oh, this is a good one. Focuses on the women.
Oh yeah.
Ashley Barrett will be back. Maybe they were the two ladies that are fighting each other, but this guy just getting clocked. Still standing. There you go. That's Combat Zone's promo. So there we go. We talked about Chris Martel last week. He is from Regiment. He will be he'll be making his amateur MMA debut, heavyweight. Talk to him about getting an interview, but he's camera shy.
Yeah.
And he said maybe down the road he goes, this isn't going to be my last. So he's fighting for a cause. So good for him.
Cool.
Here we go. I think Mr. Whitty is from Regiment Training Center too. It says it under there. Yeah, he is. Carter Whitty, fighting Adrian Lopez. We went through this, but these are mostly amateurs. Mike Zucchelli, he is doing a grappling match. That Jojo Gonzalez, of course, I did interview him. If you want to check that out, is on our YouTube channel, also Instagram Reels. Go check it out. You can get to the interview from there. So Joe Poirier also did an interview with him. So he is around. You want to check that out. Amanda Ferreira is she's saying something about Neff. She's big giving the eyes and looking at Neff. Maybe
Wants us to look at it.
maybe she knows something I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Pull it up. Pull her.
No, let her say it. Bring it out. Tell us what you're thinking. Are you on the card? Are you not on the card? Rico DeShula, as we know, he fought last night at the finale for the Tough Series. I will not spoil that for Tommy at all.
If you want,
No, oh, no. Nope.
I'll probably go home and watch it tonight.
Yeah, you can go watch it
Tonight.
but we're still going through it. Good. I'm still going through this card. So Combat Zone 81. That is the 26th, not this Saturday, the following Saturday. So check them out and give them some love. So anything else? I'll go to Cage. Do we want to go to Cage Titans? I mean, I might get fucking heckled for it. I don't know. But I will go to Oz. You know what? I'm going to go to Oz. You know why? Because Dylan Napoleon.
Was that Bellator?
A guy.
Yep. He was at Bellator last week.
He was at Bellator, PFL.
Yep.
He's going to PFL this weekend, but he's getting. We hit 2,000 followers on Instagram.
Nice.
As we know, we're not big social media gurus. I mean, I post all over social media, but I'm not that guy pumping out trying to get followers. Fucking, doing shirt giveaway. People do gimmicks. I don't shop. I don't go to shows and go follow me on Instagram. Like I don't go to everyone. I should.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like whip out your phone and follow me right now. I don't do that at all. You know what I mean? I don't know why I should do it. But we hit 2,000 followers on our New England Mixed Martial Arts
Good milestone.
page. Yeah, it is. For something we're not really even trying. I do most of the posting, but Dylan has been doing a lot. But we had Dylan was at Bellator, as we said. Bellator, he got credentials for them now, PFL. So he's a big shot now.
Nice.
The young gun
Yeah.
is the big shot now. He's going to all the shows.
Yeah.
He's doing he's doing this interview.
He's putting his feet to the ground.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
he fucking loves it. He's
Yep.
passionate.
Good.
So he's doing very well. This was an interview with Connor Matthews at his mom's basement. I'm getting better with the
early in the game,
putting music
what do you know about this opponent?
Yeah, he's a
into
10-0,
these things. I want to give
he's 5'11", so he's tall, he's long.
I want to give a little credit to Don Shanis because Don
Definitely a great
Shanis
opponent, 2-2.
was the one that told me to do this. Stop
Yeah.
putting
Music behind
captions.
it. Yeah.
Captions in it. You know what I mean? Because he goes, more people will read it and see it. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
yep.
And he's right. It adds a little to it. And then
yeah.
I started adding the music to it. And as you know, I always like even this. This is from the podcast room. This came out fabulous.
Yep.
This is this kid's like first fucking real interview. I mean, as far as MMA,
Yep.
I add these little clips in from their Instagram, their fight footage. They love it. I love doing
Cool.
it.
Cool.
I
Yeah.
love
It comes out good.
fucking
Yep.
doing this, man. And when they share it, it's fucking fat. Like right there, like Joe's got 2,000, Connor's 4,000. The Bellator's 4,000, Billy's a bunch. I also I use my fucking go there right now. The Room Podcast. I have a Room Podcast page where I only put Room podcast clips. Nothing else. No memes. It's more of a business page, serious. You know what I
It's
mean?
for the show.
Yeah, and some of these, the fighters, I post with them. So some of these got a lot of, like the one with JoJo. This is the one that I cross post with him. He's got 1,000, 1,500. So you get a lot of views from these reels. Billy Goff's got 3,000 here. Jay Perrin. But a lot of these I cross post on New England MMA. So they get all the views and the followers. So I share. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you share the love, man. Share
Not
the
all
wealth.
about myself, man. I'm just not.
Well, you don't call it the Steve Domenico show.
No, I do not. It's the Room Podcast. You know
You
what
could.
I mean?
You could say this is fucking my show.
Fuck. But things are going well, I must say. I should have had a Slim Jim. I'm just gonna go eat. What the fuck?
Should have snapped in, man.
Fuck. No,
You're having a barley sandwich.
fuck. You want another one? All right.
Nah.
So Tommy, do you want one of these things to take home with you?
What is it?
One of these,
Oh no, those are for you.
dude. It's gonna take me 6 months.
Good.
to
It's like your
fucking have
lifetime supply.
it. Like how he thinks. So we're almost 9 o'clock. We'll go a couple of more minutes. Anything? I ask you anything happen in the future, except for maybe you're going down in the UFC 292 area.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to bum around that area, hang out in Boston. I might end up watching it in Hull on the beach with my friends. Should be a fun weekend in Boston.
Nice. I will not be going to Boston.
No.
I'll be hanging around. Hanging out, doing an interview with Brendan Marat on Friday. Hanging out with my son on Friday later afternoon, dinner, a couple of beers.
Cool.
Probably be not a late night. Saturday, I'll be out again. It might be a mushroom night. Don't know.
You're gonna wake up in the desert one of these days.
Fuck, man. I'll make out. But yeah, I mean Joe Rogan does them all the time. But I'll microdose this time. I'll just take enough to get me. I say it all the time.
I don't believe in microdose.
All the way or no way.
Yeah, like
Kinda
people who say like, "Oh, I microdose every day," blah blah blah. No, you don't. You take it.
Yeah.
It's like being California sober, but you.
Well, mushrooms are kind of funny. You kind of chip away on taking a little bit. It's so funny. We were like rabbits giving each other
eating shrubbery.
all secret, handing off this fucking fungus. I mentioned it was a vegetable before at the beginning of the show.
Yeah,
It's a
kinda
fungus.
Like,
isn't
kind of
it?
like a vegetable.
Isn't it?
It is a
A
fungus.
fungus.
Yeah, gross. Tastes bad. I don't like the taste.
Well, it's grown in shit.
Yeah, but that's not why it tastes bad. It just tastes bad because it's a fucking gross thing.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah, it's a mushroom.
dried up fucking.
I don't like mushrooms anyway. Like,
Oh,
you
all
know,
right.
yeah,
yeah,
like
it's terrible.
portobellas
You
and
mu-
shit.
Yeah, it's, no,
I
I
don't-
like. Well, I'm a mushroom.
I don't want
liker,
that. No.
But this is like a dried up. It's
Yeah.
like fucking beef. It's like jerky mushroom.
Yeah, it's hard. I like to chop it up real fine and boil it in some water and make a tea. You know, so it gets soft.
And you get all the whatever,
Yeah,
all the,
you drink it all. You drink everything that's in the pot.
and even the shroom.
Yeah, yeah. Even the
It's palatable at that
yeah,
point.
yeah.
for you,
Then it's
right?
just like at the very bottom. Then you just fucking squishy and shit.
All right, there you go. So, hey, Nate Russell, my man, how you doing, bro? Nate Russell is a training partner of JoJo Gonzalez.
Nice.
We're just talking about your boy there, Nate. Thank you for sharing, Nate. Nate shared our interview and stuff like that.
Very cool.
I have to give a shout out to Jake Caskey from Dexter's Valley Tudo with Billy Goff. He's the one that introduced me to Joe Gonzalez.
Ooh.
They trained together a little bit, cross train. He goes, when I was down at Billy's getting a word with them, Jake said, you gotta interview my boy. He's fighting at Combat Zone. Kid was a natural, man. Calling, fucking just like
Good. Yeah.
big, not one sentence fucking
Good,
answers.
good
like,
personality.
all over the place. He was good.
Nice.
So,
that's what it needs.
He's in the Rolodex,
Yeah.
moving forward.
Rolodex. People don't even know what you're talking about with that.
Look it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Use Google. Anything you want to add,
No.
Tommy?
Same time next week, we'll be talking about what happened this weekend.
Exactly. Look out for a couple of interviews coming out on probably on Saturday, and of course UFC 292 on Saturday. Sunday, check our Instagram, whatever. We
if
might
you guys
have some
are doing
news.
anything cool for the fights, let us know.
Exactly. I'll be on social media. I'll be watching them with my illegal stream and shit like that.
What?
But,
We're gonna call me from and get bailed out one of these days.
why for taking mushrooms?
And stealing streams, man.
Oh, imagine that.
Dana White's gonna come crack after you.
Fuck, man, dude. So, with that said, follow us, of course, at New England Mixed Martial Arts on Instagram, New England MMA on the web, on Facebook, Twitter, and then the Room Podcast, the Room _ podcast.
It's easy to find us.
No, the _ Room _ podcast.
Spoke too soon.
Fuck, and then find us everywhere. That's
In the
all I-
bars in Cranston,
I
man.
got to say. Yeah, a lot of stuff happening that we couldn't mention online about the rushroom trip and all that good stuff. But it is what it is. With that said, thank you all, and we'll see you next week.
Good night.
All right.